What is up, watch friends? Welcome to another episode of Talking Timepieces with Tony. I'm Tony. Today I'm wearing my Rolex GMT 126710 BLRNR Batgirl. It gets less wrist time than my Submariner, that's for sure. Actually, it's not getting a whole lot of wrist time, but you know, I still love the watch. Still my favorite Rolex, I think. So, well, it is. So, um, that being said, this is Paco right down here. I don't know if you can see him. And I know that tomorrow is New Year's Eve, so I'm actually probably going to do another video tomorrow night as well. So this is like just added content, I guess. So I hope you guys are doing well. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I do really appreciate it. It's, you know, you guys that keep me going, and it's not the money or anything like that, but it's just the fact that it motivates me and helps me stay motivated, so to speak, you know. This year's been a crazy year, and you know, I hope next year's a better one. Although this year wasn't really that bad, but only towards the end of the year, you know. So, but let's talk about my top 6 favorite watch releases of 2024. Roll the intro and we'll get into it. Talking Timepieces with Tony, now rolling.
You're talking timepieces with Tony. You're talking timepieces with Tony.
All right, we're back. So anyway, you know, a couple of things that you know, I've been off my game a little bit. I've been doing my last few videos. I've got to get a root canal on my tooth. Has been like so, and my back is just giving me so much grief. So I apologize. You know, I tend to, when you're in pain like this, you know, I tend to want to keep going and doing it. You know, again, that's what keeps me motivated to do it, is you guys. And so, you know, I've got an appointment on the 6th, no, the 9th with my back. I couldn't get anything sooner, which really sucks. But, and then, you know, dealing with the tooth. So, but we got to keep going, man. The show must go on. You know, in show business, that's what they say. You got to keep going. So, so you know, the top 6 picks that I did top 6. I was going to do top 5, and then I thought, well, I want to do top 6. Why not, right? And this is just my opinion. You know, agree with me or disagree with me. I know that the trolls come out quite a lot during the holidays, and some people don't seem to think you're allowed to have your own opinion. But either way, this is my top 6. So I'm going to start with 6. I don't know if it's necessarily in order, but it kind of is. So I'm going to go with number 6, which is the new Gerard Perago Laureato in 38 millimeter. I think it's just beautiful. I think the way that the watch is designed, it looks right. They have the 41, and I tried on a Laureato when I was in Nashville, at King Jewelers, or King Jewelers. And I really liked it. But watches at about 41 millimeters starting to sort of get a bit too big for me, you know. But sometimes 38's a little too small. So, and then sometimes 38's just right, you know? So I have to try on the 38 millimeter. I want to try them both on again. However, there's no AD close to me that has Gerard Perago. So, because you know, that's another watch I've been thinking about, you know, and I know that Finks in Nashville carries Gerard Perago now as well. So she's, Jeanette over at Finks, she says, I'll send you one, but it's like, I want to try them on first. I don't want to make a commitment and buy one and then go, 38's too small, you know? So that's my number 6, Gerard Perago, 38 millimeter, Laureato. They've got a couple of really nice dial colors as well. The blue one is real nice, and I really like this copper dial as well. I think that's really cool. So number 5 would be the Zenith Defy Extreme Diver. I mean, some of you, it's not everyone's taste. Again, it's a big watch at 42.5 millimeters, but it's also titanium, so it's light, and it is bulky, but it fits on the wrist, and it looks cool. It's got a ceramic bezel. It's waterproof to 600 meters, which is 1,969 feet, which is 1969 when the El Primero came out. Isn't that cool? I think so. They've got a couple of three different color variants. They got a blue one, they got a black one, and they got the new the jungle one. What is that? What it's called? I can't remember. But it's a fun watch. It's light, and I have tried it on, and it wears very well. And so for those of you who are looking for a diver watch, plus I think it has a helium escape valve, which is, you know, you don't need it, but at the same time, it's just cool to have. And it's just a nice looking watch, and it's a fun watch. So, you know, for those of you who aren't too serious and have to have that super fine timepiece, it looks cool, and it's a serious watch. It's a heavy hitter, man, for sure. Number 4, I went with the Rolex 1908 in platinum. You know, when the 1908 came out, I fell in love with it, and I just thought, wow, man, it's Rolex's answer to the Patek Philippe Calatrava in a sense. I think it's beautiful. I have not seen one in person, and if I were to pick one up, I'd probably pick up the white dial in rose gold. The black one doesn't really appeal to me, black dial, but the platinum anyway. The platinum is just that ice blue platinum case, and you've got the coin edge bezel, plus you've got the transparent case back at 39 millimeters. It's the perfect size. The hands, I really like the hands. And overall, I think it's just a really nice watch, and I'd love to try it on. I'm sure it's heavy, but it wouldn't be as heavy, obviously, as the platinum day, you know, which is just a chunk of platinum, you know. But I definitely want to try one on, and I think it's a great release. I've not, again, like I say, I've never seen one, not seen one in the you know, out in the wild either. So, but that was my pick for number 4. Number 3. Now, I was going to put the Vashon Constantin Patrimony in there, but you know, because they're classic. It's just classic Vashon Constantin. But I decided to go with the new 1956. Did I say 1956? The 56, man, see? The Vashon Constantin 56 in rose gold with a black dial. That watch screams class. And what I like about it is you do have the rose gold case, obviously with the rose gold applied numerals and indices, black dial, but it's one of those watches that is more, I say, more versatile than the Patrimony. The Patrimony is really geared towards dress. Now, I miss mine. I've said this before. I wish I hadn't have sold it, but I did. Can't do anything about that. But the 56, I would say, is more versatile because even though I wore my Patrimony with jeans and t-shirt, it was still very dressy, right? Whereas the 56 can be dressed up. You know, if you have to dress up, it's a great watch. You put that thing on with a tuxedo, it's going to look stunning, dude. Excuse me. Jeans and a t-shirt, it's going to look freaking awesome. So again, 40 millimeter case and just a beautiful watch. So that's my top pick for number 3 of 2024. Number 2, I'm going to go with another Zenith, and that's the triple calendar. And that's the triple calendar with the white dial. Now, Zenith had this watch previously, and then they just re-released it in a 38 millimeter case. You have the day, the date, you've got a moon phase, and a chronograph. It's one of those watches it's classic Zenith. My gosh, man. Classic Zenith. You have 5 hertz movement, El Primero, of course. Just like on the Extreme Diver also has an El Primero movement. It is just such a classic movement. It's a classy looking watch. Now, when I initially was going to try that on, they only had the bracelet version at Bindi, and just so happens that Jessica from Zenith was kind enough to send Bindi the one on the leather strap, the one that I wanted. Now, the reason why I didn't buy it is because, well, there's with the day and the date are pretty small, and I probably just wouldn't utilize all those complications. So I kind of passed on it, which I felt bad because they sent it to Bindi specifically so I could, you know, probably pick it up, but I didn't. But I still love that watch, and if my eyesight was better, even with reading glasses, then I would have definitely picked it up. But that's just a really stunning watch. Now they have that with the black dial. I again prefer it in the white dial. They have it in the black dial. They also have it in a green dial, and then they also have the Hodinkee version of it that came out as well, which is really nice looking. So that was my top second pick of 2024. My number one pick for 2024 has to go to the Cartier Tor 2 mono pusher. Now, when that came out, it was like my heart almost stopped when I first saw it. I was like, oh my God, I have to have that watch. Then realized that they really only did it with platinum and yellow gold in limited numbers of 400 pieces, which really sucks. But it's a beautiful watch. The specs on it are perfect. And it's they're kind of harkening back to the CPCP era of Cartier. And again, a shame it's limited edition. The dimensions are 34 by 43.7 millimeters. And it's got a 1928 MC caliber movement in it. Again, such a beautiful watch, so difficult to get because they're so limited. What I'd love to see Cartier do, which they won't, I'm sure they won't, but if they did, if they put that in a stainless steel variation and put it at the price point of between $7,000 and $8,000, or even just below $10,000, man, they'll have a winner for sure. That's just such a beautiful watch, classy. And I really like it. So those are my top picks for 2024. Why don't you let me know what yours are? And we'll talk about it in the comments. I really appreciate you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll do a video tomorrow. Peace out.